Hello my loves and welcome back to a brand new video. This video is different because your girl is 26 now. Honestly guys, I don't even know like where the time flies. I still feel like 20, 21, and really in your 20s I really just feel like time flies. Like I'm super excited for this video because just to get into more deeper stuff, I have been through a lot this year. And by that I really mean 2025 just was a roller coaster. So many things going on at so many different times, and I'm going to be telling you guys exactly how I handled everything, not just this year but throughout the years, because after 22 I've just changed as a person. Honestly, in a good way, I've changed so much, and I wanted to share those things with you guys because I wouldn't say I'm such a wise person, but I'm on the journey. I'm still learning, growing every single day. But yeah, I wanted to share a few things with you because honestly my family really do say to me these days, like, who are you? Like, we don't know you. You weren't like this. So it's safe to say your girl knows a thing or two, and I just wanted to share my experiences with you guys, everything that I have been through, and just experiences that have shaped me into the person that I am today. So let's get started. I'll be talking about 26 things that I learned with you guys, and grab yourself a little beverage. We've got ourselves an iced latte and let's get started. Number one is showing up for yourself no matter what. Show up for yourself even when you're tired. Show up for yourself even when you don't feel like it. Show up for yourself even if it's cold outside. When you show up for yourself and you push through, you are telling yourself that you are good enough, you are worthy enough for you to put your emotions to the side and still show up for yourself, because that is exactly how growth is made. Number two is hobbies can wait. I learned this the hard way. I honestly thought I could manage every single thing. I thought I could manage Pilates 5 to 6 days a week whilst getting my content creating done, whilst filming, whilst going for walks, spending time with family, because I do live at home, so I have to give my parents enough time as well. Otherwise they would be like, why aren't you spending time with us? I thought I could just juggle everything while making fresh juice every day, while cooking homemade foods, because I don't eat a lot of takeaway. But the thing is, you cannot do everything, and sometimes your goals have to be your priority and your hobbies can wait. And by that what I mean is, I heard one of Ali Abdal's YouTube video which I was obsessed with, and the fact that he mentioned while he was a doctor he was hustling with his business on the side, and he was talking about things like he couldn't make healthy food for himself every day and he relied on takeaway meals every single day. And by that I don't mean that go to get yourself takeaway meals every single day, but I'm just giving an example that sometimes some things are more important and other things can wait. So for him was his diet. For me, maybe it is just getting 4 days of Pilates and being satisfied with that, because that is enough technically, but I just love it, so I just keep going and I want to do more. I want to be able to do more. But once I do have maybe my business going, maybe I'm up there with my followers, with my content creating, then maybe my hobbies can start picking up as well, because I don't have to put in so much work in a way. Hobbies can wait if you're someone that's hustling to get somewhere. When you're there, your hobbies will pick up, because then you'll have more time. Maybe you'll have people working for you, anything. Number three is learn to control your anger. Oh my god, you guys, my anger takes after my dad. The faster it goes up, the faster it comes down as well. So I was like, because it comes down so fast, why let it go up anyway? So now I'm so good at dealing with things in the moment. I'm less reactive in the moment. Give yourself 90 seconds. The 90-second rule for anger really works. In the 90 seconds I'm like, what's bothering me? Sometimes it can be like the littlest tiniest thing. I'm like, oh my god, let me text mom this, that, and I'm just like, hold up, like, let's just wait, let's just let it be. And after 2, 3, 5 minutes, that thing doesn't even matter, and I'm like laughing at myself. I'm like, really? I was bothered by that? That doesn't even matter to me anymore. So the 90-second really works. Try it. It's going to be a game changer for you to manage your anger, because it really works, and I swear by this. Number four is getting out of bed before procrastinating. You guys want to get out of bed as soon as the alarm goes off, and I mean as soon as the alarm goes off. Don't wait 10 minutes, don't wait 15 minutes, don't wait 20 minutes, because that bed is going to be getting comfier and comfier. You will be falling asleep, you will be pressing the snooze button. So before we even do any of those things, we are just getting out of bed. And when you do that for yourself, the minute you're out of your bed, you're walking your way down to the bathroom to brush your teeth, you will be feeling so much better. And that bed, you wouldn't even be worried about that anymore, because you're out and about. That's all it takes. Once you step out of that bed, you don't really want to be back in that bed anymore. So that's all it takes. Just before you start procrastinating, just step out of that bed, and that is literally a game changer. Number 5 is start faking it till you make it. This one is by far my favorite because I was never a confident person. I was so shy, and now people tell you and shy, like, are you serious? And I'm like, yes, I'm probably still a shy person, but I just don't show it. I started faking it till I make it with my confidence, just walking into rooms, just going out to restaurants by myself, going out shopping. I was always the person that would be like, that's so crazy to me. How do people go out to restaurants and eat alone? I'm like, oh my god, like, people do that? How? Oh my god, guys, it is a game changer. You just want to step out of your comfort zone. If you're still not stepping out of your comfort zone, how can growth be made? How can you be confident? So sometimes you just have to push yourself out there. So my example is taking myself out on solo dates, walking around confidently. You know, when I was in high school, I didn't even go shopping by myself. Like, literally in the area that I live, I couldn't even go there, let alone like a big mall by myself. Impossible. Used to take my friends with me everywhere, used to take my mum with me everywhere. And now, after 4 or 5 years of the inner work that had to be done, here I am. I could not care less. So sometimes you just have to push yourself out there, put yourself out in uncomfortable situations. Do it once, do it twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Yes, on the inside you're dying, but the other person does not know that. The other person is only going to know what you're going to tell them, and that is you faking it till you make it. 6 is stop oversharing. When we overshare certain things, we may regret that in the moment later. And I'm a yapper. I'm a certified yapper. I love yapping, and I love talking about every single things with people. Sometimes that person might not even be that close to me, and then later I'm like, oh my god, why did I say that? And before, I think just don't say anything in the moment. Really just think about it. And if you really want to say something, let the person know the next time. But I am very, very cautious about this in the moment, about not oversharing a lot of things. Maybe it can even be gossiping. Like, it can lead to things like gossiping, because in that moment you just keep going, and you don't know what you're talking about. You're bringing other people in. You're telling your friend, you're telling your whoever, that person did that, this person did that. So before you start falling in that hole, you don't even want to get there, and that is by not talking too much. When you start oversharing, maybe you're oversharing about your brother, your friends, to a stranger, later you will regret that, because that stranger is obviously going to be asking you more questions. That person now is like, oh great, like, she's telling me everything about it, let me dig a little bit deeper and see what else I can find out. And you will talk about your brother, your sister, but at the end of the day, that's your family, and you do not want to be talking about your family behind their back like that. I'm super big on things like that. If I talk about my brother to my mom, I make sure my brother knows, because I'm not talking about my family, my boyfriend, my friends behind their back like that. That's something I stand by and I would never do. Make sure in the moment you really think about what you're saying and just be present. Just really think about it, because you might regret it. And that leads us to number 7, which is also don't say yes in the moment. Think about it. You're a busy person. If someone says to you, let's go to the city tomorrow, let's go shopping tomorrow, you do not need to say yes in the moment. Yes, when you're in the moment, it's so exciting, everything's so great, you're having so much fun. But when you go back home, you might realize like, oh no, I've got that meeting tomorrow, I've got that appointment tomorrow, I have to hit the gym tomorrow, which is all important things. So why aren't you prioritizing yourself? So in the moment, the best thing to do is take your time. You know, you should be able to take your time. Just be like, okay, like, I'll think about it and I'll message you, I'll call you, I'll let you know, I'll check my calendar, I'll check my schedule. Just say that. You do not need to feel pressure to say yes in the moment, because you will most likely go home and be like, oh, I'm busy. Or you might even change your mind. You know, like, being an introvert, guys, the amount of times I'm hanging out with people, I'm like, yes, let's do this next week, let's do this day. But now I just really take my time and I'm like, okay, let me see what I'm up to, let me see what's going on, and I'll message you if I still feel like it. I'm still working on it. I feel like I'm definitely not there yet. I still say yes in the moment all the time. And being an introvert, you just don't want to get out of the house. And when I come back home, I'm like, oh, now I have to go do that. So I'm just really taking my time now by just not saying yes in the moment. It's really as simple as that, and it really helps me in my game. Number 8 is solo date. No, I love my solo dates. I always talk about this. As hard as it was at the start, and like I touched on it earlier in this video, but once you start putting yourself out there, solo dates are so fun because you're prioritizing yourself. At the end of the day, the person that you've been with the most is you. The person that knows you the most is you. Nobody else knows you like you know yourself. So take yourself out on solo dates, because that's the least you can do for yourself. And no, the solo dates do not have to be crazy. There's certain solo dates that people do but I would never do. Would be maybe like going to a different country by myself. I feel like I would love to do that one day, but not right now. Things like going down to a concert by myself, just because I don't want to be in that crowd alone. I do love things like going shopping, going to a cafe, getting a little drink. For you it can be literally getting your nails done. Make it fun, make it romanticize it. Go get a matcha after, go for lunch, or go grab for lunch and have it in the car. You're by yourself, you just need to be by yourself, you need to be present by yourself. It can be anything that works for you. And like I said, I couldn't even go shopping alone and things like that, but now I love it, guys. The way I sit down a day before, 2 days before, I have it in my calendar, solo date, and I write down everything that I'm going to do. It's so much fun because you're planning things for yourself and you know what you love the best. And it's just so fun to not be thinking about someone else, but to be thinking about yourself. Like, this is my hobbies, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to eat, this is what I want to drink. I feel like it's so fun. Number 9 is you have to take up space and slow down. Me, I am a rushed person. I rush everywhere, I rush every single place. So my goal for next year and my 26th version of me is become my dream woman. So for example, I saw this girl at my Pilates studio and I've literally told the whole world about this. I've told my mom, I've told my best friend. And when I saw her, I didn't realize, I do the inner work, but I didn't realize that I'm still not there yet. When I saw her, she was my dream woman, you guys. Like, the way she carried herself, the outfit she was wearing, she was so put together, and she took up space. She was new to my Pilates class, but she still took up space, and I love that. And she had like really cute bag, a really cute outfit. And even during the class, she was asking questions when she needed to, just things I wouldn't do. And I feel like I'm just so rushed. So that was just a reminder for me to, okay, like, slow down. I'm like, that's my dream woman right there. Like, that's how I want to be. So just seeing her really helped me realize that I'm not there yet. And I could either be like so jealous and like be like, oh, she thinks she's all that, or grow. And oh my god, you guys, I was so excited. I'm like, I want to be like that, I want to grow like that. And I remember I even like gave her a compliment. I was like, oh my god, I love your bag. And yeah, like, I love it. I saw her and I was like, oh my god, like, that's my dream woman right there. Like, I can't wait to become like that. So a reminder to you and to myself is, make sure you take it slow, make sure you're taking up space, and the world does not need to be rushed. There is something about a woman that takes her time, that, you know, like, takes her time, putting your shoes on at Pilates, maybe walking over to the reformer, things like that. Number 10 is say yes to uncomfortable situations. Uncomfortable situations for me that's coming up is on the weekend, where I got invited to this poetry Indian event, and I've never been to something like that. It's my first time, so that's why I'm taking my friend with me, but I'm still a little bit nervous. But before I could say no, or before the nerves started kicking in, you just say yes. Say yes to any plan, which is what I have done. What happens, what doesn't happen, if it's boring, if it's bad, if people are mean, is not up to me. All I could do was say yes and show up for myself, which I am. That's all I can do. Whatever happens, the external factors and stuff that come in play will happen, whatever. You learn and you grow, and that's exactly what I would be doing. But what I could do now was just say yes. So just say yes to putting yourself out in uncomfortable situations, because unfortunately that is how we are growing. So if we're not putting ourselves in any uncomfortable situations, the growth will not happen. For you, it might be saying yes to that meeting, saying yes to a dinner date that you're so scared about, saying yes to seeing a new friend. Yes, say yes to seeing a new friend, because okay, whatever, if that friend doesn't align with you, they don't align with you, would have to lose nothing. So say yes. I said yes to my best friend now, who was so nervous to see. I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm seeing someone after so long, and I've been with 2 best friends my whole life. But I was like, what do I have to lose? I went there, I gave it my best, she gave it her best, and here we are now. After a year, we are literally best friends. She is my sister. So put yourself out in uncomfortable situations, because that is when growth happens. I realize it's getting a little bit dark, so I just have my light on. But let's continue with the video. Number 11 is consume healthy, nutritious food, especially breakfast. Oh my god, guys, I'm such a breakfast girly. Didn't used to be I remember I used to wake up and rush and hit the gym. And now I take my time. I make sure I'm up 6:30 and my Pilates class doesn't start until 9:15. I read my book, I take it easy, and that way it gives me time to start my day off with a very nutritious breakfast, whether that's eggs, some nuts, some dates, whether that's just some yogurt with some raspberry granola just for something sweet, whether that's making my iced coffee. And even though I do not recommend having iced coffee on an empty stomach, but it's after I have that breakfast, it is the way you want to start your day, okay? I promise you guys, it's so game changing. Like, consume nutritious food, so your body needs that. Your body needs chia seed, warm chia seed water with lemon. Your body needs apple cider shot, just so you're balancing those sugar levels. I love it. I highly recommend starting your day with a nutritious breakfast, because you owe it to yourself, and that is the most important way to start off the day. If you're just not hungry in the morning, okay, fair enough, that's up to you. But someone that is hungry and someone that needs food, the minute I wake up, this is exactly what I do. and it's game changing because I'm so full for the next couple of hours. I'm energized and I am ready for my Pilates. I'm ready for work, and I smash it out before it is lunchtime. Number 12 is switch up your workout. If you're someone that just hates working out, fair enough, I completely understand, but switch it up. It does not have to be boring, you know. Go to the gym, go to Pilates. Guys, I've been to the gym since the age of 17. I've been training at home before 17. I literally was obsessed with gym until like 24. I started getting so bored. Like, I would just go there and I would be on my phone half of the time, or just not pushing myself with the workout. I decided to do Pilates because I love that side of me. I love being active. So that's your reminder. If you're getting bored or if you just hate it, go for a walk, do something at home, whatever, you know, like mix it up. I feel like it's just, you cannot be lazy, you cannot not do a physical activity. I find some sort of way, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be boring, you know. Make it fun. Go for a walk with a friend, get a matcha after, make it fun for yourself. Why not? Number 13 is learn to love yourself so you can get rid of your anxious attachment. This is a big one for me. I'm also reading a book right now, Attached. So anyone that's going through anxious attachment, secure attachment, or avoidant attachment, I highly recommend reading that book. So really knowing what your attachment is. I always knew I was anxious attachment, and just working on it is so important. I feel like for someone that has an anxious attachment, I do, so that's what I can talk about, but you might not. You might be secure or you might be avoidant. I really need to learn to love myself, and I have been on this journey for a while, and obviously I'm not there yet. And how I do that is throughout these steps that I am talking about. But if you're someone that has anxious attachment, the best thing you can do for yourself is start falling in love with yourself. Really start knowing what you love and really start working on your flaws. We all have flaws, and the best person that can talk about what flaws you have is yourself. Like, I know what flaws I have. I need to work on them. Either I can avoid them and just carrying on being that miserable, sad, unhappy person that's constantly relying on my family, my friends, my boyfriend for support, or I can work on myself, become my best healed version of myself, and then really work around my anxious attachments. 14 is stop stressing about everything and learn to let go. This one is a big one for me because I stress about everything. I'm a stressor, okay? But it's so important to know that what matters right now, like crazy, like something that you might be going through, might not matter tomorrow, might not matter the next day. So why are you stressing about it so much now? It's not even going to matter in a week. That's what I really started thinking. If I'm going through like a very crazy like situation that has me stressed out, I'm like, why am I stressing about it? Like, this is out of my control. Like, there's nothing I can do. I need to learn to let go. This might not even matter in next week. This might not even matter the week after. So why am I so stressed about it now? That was a game changer, because it really does not matter even after 2 days to me. And because I just stress about like the smallest things ever, that mentality has helped me to just let go of things a little bit more, which has really helped me to just like, it's really helped my anxious attachment. It's really helped me as a person to just let go, to take things slowly and just prioritize myself and my mental health and what I'm feeling. That 15 is protecting my peace is more important to me than proving a point. Guys, this one is something that I do with certain people. I feel like with my dad, sometimes your parents just don't get certain things. And I used to get so mad when I used to prove a point to someone. I'm like, why they're not getting it? But sometimes people just don't get it, especially our parents. Like, I'm going to give you my parents' example, because as brown kids, maybe someone else watching this video is going through the same thing. Sometimes you really just have to do your own thing and they won't get it. Stop wasting your energy. Stop trying to get your point across. They will not get it. I'm sorry, but they will not get it. It's up to you to just let it go, which I do now, because now I've realized protecting my peace is more important to me than anything else. Like, I will say, this is what I feel, this is what I want to do, this is what blah blah blah, and if that person is like, no, what are you saying, that's not how it works, okay, that's their point, that's their belief, that's what they want to believe, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Number 16 is saying no is a love language to myself. No, I'm not going to see you for that dinner. No, I cannot go shopping. No, I cannot work that shift. No, I cannot take on that meeting. Sometimes you have to say no. I know we feel so guilty. I'm a people pleaser. I've always been a people pleaser, but now I've realized to just say no to certain situations that don't serve me, that I just cannot afford to do. It's okay to say no. It is you setting that boundary for yourself and for the other person, because if you don't feel like it, you just do not feel like it, and it's okay to. Number 17 is solitude is not loneliness. Time alone is where clarity. Stop running away from your feelings. Stop running away from how you really feel, what's going on in your head. Sometimes you really just have to sit by yourself and know what's going on with you. And I know a lot of people that just would have some sort of radio playing in the background just so they're not alone in their thoughts. But sometimes we just have to be alone. We need to know what's really going on in their head, because as I said, we are who knows us the best, and we have to sit down with ourselves and, you know, talk to us. This is what's going on. For me, the best way is going for a walk at the lake. I put music on. I really think about life. Like, some people love listening to a podcast, but that's me time. I don't, because I don't want to grow and learn something in my head. I really want to check up on myself instead and see how I am going, what's going on in my head. So it's very, very important to sit down with yourself and just see how you're going, how life is going. Stop drinking alcohol, stop going out every single day, because when you come back, or when you wake up hungover the next day, you will feel worse. And the worst thing ever is that problem that you were so worried about running away from is still there. So do something about it. Number 18 is your 20s are not for having it all figured out. It is for learning and growing into the person that you are becoming. Oh my god, guys, I would always be like, when I was a little kid, I thought I was going to be married by 24. I thought I was going to be having kids by 26. I'm 26, not married, no kids. It's okay. It is okay. We are learning and growing in our 20s. It by all does not mean that we have to have it all figured out. No one does. That person that you think has it all figured out, they do not. I promise you, they do not. Through life, how you think it's right, just remember that this is your first time living true. You are trying your best, okay? There wasn't a blueprint of how to do life. Life, you don't get that taught in high school or university. When you get thrown out in the real world, that's when you know what is happening in life. So go by your experiences. Please don't be harsh on yourself, because this is your first time doing your 20s too. It's okay. Take a break, maybe talk to someone about it, how you're doing. But it's completely fine to be lost in your 20s. You're still figuring it out. And number 19 is confidence isn't loud, it's quiet self-acceptance. You being confident does not mean you need to rock up in that room and be like, I'm so confident, you're this, you're that, and you don't really need to show it. Sometimes confidence is just being so secure in yourself that even when you're sitting down on a table alone, you're okay with that. Why? Because you're just so confident. You're that dream person that you've been working on yourself. Confidence is also when there's an awkward silence. You're okay with that because you're so secure. You're so happy with yourself. It's okay to have that awkward silence. I am someone that like quickly just tries to fill in any gap. Learning to realize that it is not important. It's okay to just have those awkward silences in between conversations. It's okay to go sit down on a table alone. That's what confidence sometimes looks like. You do not have to act confident and just be like so over the top. Sometimes it is those silent, self-accepting things that you do for yourself. 20 is everything that I thought was a detour is a redirection. I'm a big believer that whatever God does it for a reason, okay? You didn't get that job because something else is planned for you. You didn't get that boyfriend because a better one is waiting for you out there. Guys, I need you guys to stop, and myself as well, because I'm so big on this that when we keep thinking, I'm so big on this, like I'm not even joking. If something doesn't work out for me, I'm like, that's okay. God has something else planned for me, or the universe has something else planned for me if you're more of a spiritual person. So we really need to start thinking like that. I know in the moment it's so devastating, but God does have better and bigger plans that we just don't see, but you will see that later. I always see it later. In the moment I'm like, why this? Why am I going through, like, why me? And later it's like, okay, like everything just makes sense now. So just hang in there. God always has a plan. With that, going into number 21, God's timing is always perfect. Yes, you're not getting married right now. Yes, we're not having kids, early 20s, but that's because God has a better timing. Trust that timing. It is meant to be for a reason. And sometimes you will look back and you'd be like, great, I'm so grateful. I was not meant to be married at 24 like I thought I was going to be at 18, because I had all this self-love to do, self-love work to do for myself. And now that when I am ready to be married, I'll be my most happiest, secure, confident woman, my dream woman. Of course I want to be like that. If I was married at 24, I wouldn't be like that because I would have other responsibilities. Number 22 is staying in Chardika. I love this one, guys. If you don't know what that means, it's just staying optimistic always, no matter how life is going, but seeing the best out of in every situation. I love this Sikhi saying so much. I think it's so beautiful, because no matter how bad life is, you know what, I'm in Chardika. And I love when people say that, like, it's such a cool saying. So I say this to myself more often, even when life is going downhill. I'm like, you know what, I'm in Chardika, like, it's okay, it's gonna work out, it's fine. Number 23 is loving people but still keeping distance. That's when boundaries come in. Boundaries are not there to hurt you or the other person. Boundaries are there to protect yourself and protect the other person. Sometimes you can love them, but sometimes you just need your distance. You know, you cannot love them all the time. Sometimes you just have to show love by being like, I'm here for you, but I believe in you. You can do that. You cannot do someone else's journey for them. You've got to let that person go through that journey. You cannot go through that journey for them, because they will not grow, they will not learn. If I 2 years ago told my mom to go through this journey for me, I would not be that person. I would still be a shy, not confident, insecure girl that I used to be. So you have to go through that journey by yourself, and that is sometimes how we show love to other people. They may not see it, but they will see it later. They'll be like, oh, okay, that's why Josheen said, I'm here for you, I'll support you, I'll guide you, but I need you to walk your journey your way. Number 24 is, if my spirit feels drained around someone, that is my sign. Guys, I'm so good at picking signs. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just know when the vibe is not vibing. I don't know how, but I do trust my gut instinct, and I'm mostly 90% of the time right. Like, if the vibe is not vibing about someone, somehow I just know. It's the way they talk, it's the way they present themselves, it's their energy speaks before you even speak. So if I'm not about that life, if I'm not vibing with someone, that's it. I'm going to be keeping my distance. Life is too short for me to please them, talk to them. I'm good enough. I've done my self-love work, and now here I am. Like, I am confident, I am going to get through it, and I'm going to be fine. So I don't need to be hanging out with someone that's giving, you know, bad energy. I think, no, that's just not cool. Number 25 is not dimming my light to make someone else feel comfortable. I've always done this my whole life. If I'm a yapper, if I talk so much, I just shut myself down. I'm like, no, just go back in that box. That person is feeling uncomfortable. No, because that person can still feel uncomfortable, but why do I need to make myself shrink in front of them? It's so important to just be yourself. The amount of times I've done that, like, I literally just changed myself according to the other person. I really did not like that about myself. So I was like, why do I do that? Like, I'm a confident, secure person. I'm on my journey to become like that. So it's so important to be yourself, because that person is being themselves by being however they're being. So why do I need to change? Number 26 is, not everyone gets the unfiltered access to me. Some get access and some get boundary. If I'm close to someone, I give them obviously my unfiltered version. But if I'm still meeting you, I am still, that shyness kicks in, or that person kicks in, that I am, my inner child kicks in, that I have to see what you're like, I have to see what your vibe is like. Let me talk to you, let me suss a few things out, and then I will give my energy based on that person. And if I'm not feeling it, if it's not it for me, I will not give my energy. And if they're sweet, if they're, you know, talking to me, if we are getting along, our values, morals, everything, then I will talk to them, you know. Then they can start getting a little bit more access to me. I feel like your energy is so sacred, you're so sacred, and not everyone should be getting your energy, basically. All right, my loves, that brings us to the end of this video. If you guys have not checked out everything that I learned at the age of 25, feel free to check that video out, because it's completely different to this. And it's just so crazy, because I was watching that video and it's so crazy seeing how far I had came at the age of 25 and now 26. Like, it's just crazy how much you grow in 1 year. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a thing or two. Please check out my socials, because I do post daily, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.